Good morning. Good morning, students. So today here I am with another topic on projections of point. Already we discussed about the different quadrant systems, the first angle projection, second angle, third angle, fourth angle. Today I am going to start with the topic on the projection of point, its basic concepts and how we are going to draw when a point will be placed in different quadrants. So here I am starting with, as you see this in this figure, this will be the side view of our reference planes, that is horizontal plane and vertical plane, and this is the location, your location, the front position. So as we already know that this is our first quadrant, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth quadrant. So whenever a point will be in the first quadrant, we will say that the point will be above HP and in front of VP. Second quadrant, it is above HP and behind VP. Third quadrant, it is below HP and behind VP. And in the fourth quadrant, when it is in the fourth quadrant, we will say that it is in front of the VP and below HP. So I am going to select the point in all these possible positions, that is in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, as well as in the fourth quadrant. So I will start with the first point. Suppose there will be a point capital A that will be in the first quadrant. This point can be like this. Suppose this tip will be the point A, then this point will be above the HP and in front of the VP. As I am standing in the first quadrant, this is our vertical plane and this floor will be our horizontal plane. So this point will be above HP and in front of VP. The same way, if I will draw this point, mark this point in this figure, then this is the first quadrant, so above HP and in front of VP. So this is our first point, and the location of the point will be the distance, the shortest distance from the planes will be given to me. So this point will be, suppose I will say that this will be H above the HP and D in front of VP. So this distance will be H and this distance will be D. Now this point will be above the HP in front of VP. If I want to draw the front view and the top view of this point, then from this point I will drop a projector on the vertical plane where it is going to hit the vertical plane, that is the front view. Again from this point we will drop a point on the HP and the intersection with the HP will be its top view. So if in this drawing, if I want to show this, then this will be like this. I will drop a perpendicular, that is a projector on this plane, that is VP, and that will be the front view. And the front view will be, as we already know that front view will be denoted by the point small a dash. The point will be capital A, its front view will be small a dash. Same way, if I drop a perpendicular from this point on the horizontal plane, the intersection will be the top view of the point, that will be small a. So this is the way to project a point in VP and HP in the space. This will be actually quadrant system, that is the space diagram, and as you know that the VP will be fixed along its position and the horizontal plane will rotate in the clockwise direction. So this side of portion of the horizontal plane will go downside and the back portion will go upside. So both the plane will be in a line, VP and HP, and we can draw its front view and top view. So when the horizontal plane will rotate in the downside direction, this A will move downside by a distance small d. If I plot this in our drawing copy or in the sketchbook, then the projection will be like this. The reference line, that is the intersection of HP and VP, and this will be the point small a dash at a height small h, and below it will be the point small a, that is the top view, and the distance will be small d. So this is a point capital A which will be in the first quadrant. So its front view will be above the reference line and top view will be below the reference line. Same way, suppose I will take another point. Suppose a point will be in the second quadrant. Now the name of the point will be capital B. In the space, the point's name will be capital A, capital B, capital C, and the front view will be, and the top view will be denoted by a small letter will A dash and without dash. A dash will be for the front view and a small a will be for the top view. Now again suppose this will be a point B. Again suppose this will be H above the HP and D in front of VP. So from this point I will again drop a perpendicular on the VP and the intersection will be the front view, that will be front view will be small B dash. So if I drop a perpendicular from this on this plane, that will be front view small b dash. Again drop a perpendicular on the HP, that will be small b. This time the rotation will be upside, so b will also go up and b dash is also above the reference line. So the projections will be like this. This is small b and b dash. D and H. Right now at this moment I have taken this D is greater than H, so the B will be above and B dash will be below. If H and D both will be same, then both the projection will coincide. As we know, in the second quadrant and fourth quadrant the planes are overlapping, so the projections will also be on the one side of the reference line and they can also overlap. So if the distance will be same, then B dash and B will be on the same point. So this is a point when the point will be in the second quadrant. As you see, both the projections are above the reference line. Another option will be, suppose I will take another point capital C. This time the point will be below HP and behind VP. Again the distance will be same. Suppose this will be H and this distance will be D. Same method, I will draw perpendiculars from this C on the VP and HP. The intersection will be front view and top view. So from this C we will drop a perpendicular on the VP and same way on the HP. This point will be small c dash and this point will be small c. Now the rotation will be upside. So C will go up and the top view will be above reference line and front view will be, that is the just reverse of the first angle projection. So this will be small c and this will be c dash. So in third angle projection, as we know that the top view will be above the reference line and front view will be below. Another option, suppose if I will take a point capital F, capital E, it is below HP and in front of VP. Again the distances will be, it will be D distance away from the VP and H distance below the HP. Again the same method, I will draw perpendicular from this on the VP. The intersection will be point small E dash, perpendicular from this on the HP, that will be small e. Now the rotation will be downside, so E dash and E both will be below the reference line. So this point will be E dash and this will be E. This distance will be small d and this distance will be small h. So this is the fourth option when the point will be in the fourth quadrant, and these lines, the lines drawn from the point to the plane will be known as the projector. Same way, in the projection, the line which joins the A dash point with A, this line is known as projector, and this projector must be perpendicular to the reference line. As we know that we are drawing orthographic projection, and in orthographic projection the projectors must be perpendicular to the reference line. So this is the way to project 4 points when the points will be in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third and fourth quadrant. More options are there when the point will be on the HP or on the VP. So if I take one option, then suppose in another figure, if I will take another point capital F, now the point will be on the HP and in front of VP. On the HP in front of VP by some distance D. Now its top view will be on the same point. So where we will having capital F, the same point will be small f, and the front view will be on the reference line. As you know, again the rotation of HP will be clockwise, VP will be fixed. So this F will go downside. So if I want to plot the projection, then this will be like this. F dash will be on the reference line and small f will be below by some distance small d. So this is the fifth option. Another option, if I want to take, then I can take another point that may be on the VP, suppose capital G point. Now the point G will be on the VP and above the HP by some distance, suppose H. Now the projection will be the same point, will be the point G dash, small g dash, and top view will be on the reference line. So there is no need of rotation, directly you can plot like this. So above point will be G dash and this point will be small g, and the distance will be small h. Another point K point, suppose I will take another point K. Now capital K, that will be on the HP and behind VP, on the HP behind VP by some distance D. Now the top view will be on the same point small k, and front view will be on the reference line. Rotation will be upside. So small k will go up, so that will be small k, and k dash will be on the reference line like this. The distance will be small d. Another option, if the point will be on the VP, capital L point on the VP below HP by some distance, suppose h distance. Now the front view will be on the same point L dash and top view will be on the reference line. So there is no need of rotation, you can directly plot it. The L will be on the reference line and L dash will be below the reference line by some distance h. Ninth and final option will be if the point will be on the HP and VP both. Suppose this capital M point, that will be on the HP as well as on the VP, means on the reference line. So M dash and M will be on the same point. If I want to plot the last point, then I can plot it here, M dash and M. So these are the 9 possible positions of any point on in the space. These are the 9 possibilities. As you see in the figure, we have drawn 2 types of figures. One is space diagram. These are the space diagram, 9 points. Only 9 possible positions in the space are possible, and I have drawn all the 9 positions. So this way you can plot the points and draw the projections. Standard concepts will be the point in the space will be denoted by capital letters A, B, C, D. Its front view will be small a dash and small a, small b dash and small b. Now if I want to conclude with some concepts, I want to generate some concepts from this, Then if I will talk about the HP and VP, with respect to HP, there are only three possibilities of any point. A point can be above HP or below HP or maybe on HP. So with the HP, the possibilities of positions will be point can be above, below or on. So if here in this figure, if I see that there are 3 points which are above HP, that is A, B and G. So 3 points are there which are above HP, A, B and G. 3 are below HP, those points are C, E and L, C, E and L, and 3 points are on HP. On HP points will be K, F, K and M. So out of 9 points, 3 are above HP, 3 are below HP and 3 are on HP. Same way, if I talk with reference to VP, the position of any point, a point can be in front of VP, behind VP or maybe on the VP. 3 possibilities are there. So if I look at these figures, 3 points A, E and F. A, E and F, 3 points are in front of VP. The points which are behind VP are B, C and K. B, C and K. And those points which are on the VP are G, L and M. So now look at these figures. There are 9 points, and these 9 points, out of those 9 points, 3 points are above HP, 3 are below HP and 3 are on HP. The same way, 3 points are in front of VP, 3 are behind VP and 3 are on the VP. So what I will feel that instead of reading a point with respect to both the planes, why not we read it with respect to only one plane and make some concepts. So look at these 3 points. The points A, B and G. For A, the front view will be above, top view will be below. For B, the front view will be above, top view will be also above. For G, the front view is above and top view will be on the reference line. So the common thing will be, as all the points are above HP, their front view is above reference line. So this will be one of the conclusion. Whenever a point is above HP, its front view will be above the reference line. If I see these points which are below HP, C, front view will be below, top view will be above. E, front view, top view both are below. And for L, the front view is below and top view will be on the reference line. So the common thing will be their front view is below XY. Same way, those points which will be on the VP, F, K and M, look at the point F. This is point F, front view will be on the reference line, top view will be below. K, front view will be again on the reference line, top view will be above. And for M, both the projections will be on the reference line. So the common thing will be their front view is on XY. So if this way we can understand that whenever a point is above HP, its front view will be drawn above the reference line. When it is below HP, front view will be below the reference line. And when it is on HP, the top front view will be on the reference line. Same way I can get some conclusion about the position of a point with respect to VP. As you see that 3 points are in front of VP, that is A, E and F. For A, the front view will be above, top view will be below. For E, front and top both are below. And for F, top view will be below, front view will be on the reference line. So the common thing will be their top view is below XY. Just reverse of that, B, C, K, B will be top view, front view both will be above. For C, the top view will be above, front view will be below the reference line. for K, the top view will be above, front view will be on the reference line. So the common thing will be their top view is above XY. The last point, that is when the points will be on the VP, G, L and M. G, top view will be on the XY, front view will be above. L, top view will be on the XY, front view will be below. For M, both the projections M dash and M will be on the reference line. So the common thing will be top view is on XY. So if we understand these 6 concepts, then we can easily plot any point on the our notebook when the point's position will be given in the space. Vice versa, whenever the position of the point we will see in the space, we can read that what is the position of the point with respect to the planes. One more common thing, as you see that in all these figures, the distance of the point from the HP I have taken, that will be as H, and the distance of VP as the distance small d. And if you look at the final projections, the distance from the HP will be seen in the front view, and the distance of from the VP of the point from the VP will be seen in the top view. And one final conclusion, look at these points. Whenever we are talking about horizontal plane, we are talking about front view. Whenever we are talking about VP, we are talking about top view. So one of the final conclusion also is there, the front view of any point or any object will always relates with HP, and top view of any point will always relates with VP. So that is the final conclusion. If I write here, the front view always relates with HP, front view always relates with HP, and top view always relates with So if you go through this lecture, I hope that you will understand how we are going to plot different points when the point will be placed in different positions, and very easy way you can plot them as well as you can read them. So go through this lecture. If you have any doubt, then you are free to call me and clear the concepts. Thank you.